Hi, so my name is Brandy. I decided to make videos for people who are stage 3 with HS. I currently have stage 3 everywhere. You can't see it because I do a very good job at hiding it. But I have been stage 3 since 2018. And so I'm making this video. I'm doing them completely out of order. I wanted there to be some kind of structure to it, but you're gonna get what you're gonna get. So stage 3 is the worst stage of HS. It is when you have multiple flares or multiple abscesses and they tunnel underneath the skin, and if you're lucky, like me, they drain all the time, 24/7. I don't even know how your body continues to make pus, but it just never stops. So I personally have literally been draining every day since 2018. So I do not take Humira or anything like that. I chose against it. I'll probably, I guess, make another video around my decision around that. This video I want it to be about, instead of using Humira and Western medicine, I decided to go the Eastern medicine route and do acupuncture. So I have been doing acupuncture since 2021, so not that long. I wish I started earlier, because if I started earlier, I probably wouldn't have suffered the way I was. But it's been a roller coaster with the acupuncture. Started out well. I got COVID, knocked me back to the start. Now, I lived in Maryland when I first started acupuncture. I currently live in Georgia, and I found after lots of prayers, I found an amazing acupuncturist where I live in Georgia, and she gave me this lovely paper, and you see that it actually says Hidradenitis Suppurativa in her acupuncture dermatology book. Now, mind you, when people talk about HS, they'll tell you it's so rare. We're just finding out about it. Nobody knows. Okay? So at the bottom of here, it has reference pages. They did an observation of 136 cases of HS and acne vulgaris in 1997. That's when they published the cases. So they probably did it before that. But point is, 1997 is when they decided to do the treatment, and they put it in the Chinese Journal of Dermatology and Venereology. They have another, these are all the references at the bottom. They have another reference from 1998, 2001, 1994. So I was born in 1994, which makes this research, parts of this research, 28 going on 29 years. Okay, and yet it's so new. So with that being said, I'm going to assume that new is relative. Now, with acupuncture, they group things together. So with skin, so eczema, psoriasis, acne, HS, etc., it's all grouped together into skin disorders. It's not like one, how everything has a different name in Western medicine. With this, it's a skin disorder, and then it's, what does it cause? Does it cause the rash? Does it cause the fluid? What color is the fluid? And that's how we decide what points are we going to use, what herbs are we going to use, etc., etc. So you see the drainage. So that's the not so cute part, but hey, we're here. I think I'm cute. That's what matters, right? Right? Okay. So I wanted to detail my journey and what my acupuncturist was doing for me. And also to talk about herbs, because I really also want to be an herbalist. And if I can help anybody, with the herbs, that would be great. So firstly, I would like to read this paper that my acupuncturist gave me and talk about that. So I'm pretty sure she gave me the second half of the paper, which just talks about external treatment, because at the time when she gave me this, we were discussing what to do on the outside as well as the lovely herbs that I take on the inside. I'm going to detail all of those herbs in another video because it's a very long list, and I happen to lose the other 2 herbal bottles, so that's the third formula. Anyway, so it says external treatment, and I'm going to also put, because it has Chinese words, I do not know how to pronounce them, gonna be honest, so I will put them in the comment, you know what I'm saying, the bottom, you know what I'm saying, the bottom. And anyway, so it says external treatment before rupture of lesions: mash Chong Gao, which is Harmonious flow paste, with a handful of Cong Bai, which is Bulbus Allii Fistulosi, and apply directly to the lesions once a day. Alternatively, mix Zhao Zhong Fin, which is purple powder for dispersing swelling, with vinegar into a thick paste. Apply directly to the affected area 2 or 3 times a day. That's before. After rupture of lesions, which it's kind of hard because like I have both technically, right? I have areas that didn't open and I have areas that did, because I have more areas that are open. We just roll with the open formula. So after rupture of lesions, if the area around the nodules remains hard after rupture, mix San, which is clove and cinnamon powder, with Xia Ku Cao Gao, which is Prunella Paste, for external application. Change the dressing once every 3 to 5 days. Alternatively, apply San Gao, or also known as iron hoop powder paste, directly to the affected area 2 or 3 times per day until the hardness disappears. Unfortunately, these are not things that you can just like order yourself, because mixing herbs together yourself is kind of dangerous. A lot of them are actually pretty toxic, and there are certain amounts that you're supposed to have. So I'm reading this to you because I would like you to have a point of reference if you decide to get acupuncture yourself, and you can talk to your acupuncturist about it, but not for you to treat yourself, because can't do that. So clinical notes: if the lesions are located in the axillae, so armpits, where HS is usually located, treatment at the initial stage should follow the principle of regulating qi and transforming phlegm, invigorating the blood and dissipating nodules. This type of management will help the lesions disappear spontaneously before the formation of pus or ulceration, and the period of treatment required will be shorter. Early treatment is therefore of great importance. That is great if you're at stage 1. Beautiful, shout out to you. I hope you got it. At stage 3, still lovely, but like it said, our treatment won't be short. My acupuncturist actually told me for every year you've had your disease, it'll take a month to treat. So right now, I've had HS since I was 15 or 16. So almost more than a decade. So it'll take like a year and a half, 2 years. I honestly thought it would take 2 years. So that's what I'm counting on. So it'll take 2 years. I'm just trying to refrain from getting new flares in the 2 years, which is normally pretty good. I got one new flare that hasn't gone away in the last year. So I used to get a flare every 5 seconds. And now it's like one a year. So I'm happy. Okay, I'm going to continue now. External application of Chong Gao, Harmonious flow paste, is very effective in helping promotion of internal absorption and dispersal of the lesions. If a hard nodule remains after the lesions heal, which a lot of us have, I have, my armpits look like Mount Everest, like anyway, dissolve 15 grams of Zhao Bei Du Gao, minor toxicity vanquishing syrup, in warm boiled water twice a day and drink. Early management of the lesion will help it disappear spontaneously. Healing will take longer once pus appears. So again, I have pus since 2018. So, Even if hard nodules remain non-transformed locally after the lesions heal, treatment should continue with materia medica for transforming phlegm and dissipating nodules to bring about the complete disappearance of the hard nodules and prevent recurrence of the condition. So, me and my acupuncturist are working, really focusing on transforming the phlegm, because she's trying to get that to stabilize and bind so that that can stop. She thought it was going to take like 5 seconds. And I was like, girl, not with this body. So, advice for the patient. Pay attention to hygiene of the affected areas. Wear cotton underwear and loose-fitting clothes to avoid clothing sticking to the skin. Do not squeeze the nodule as this can spread the toxins. So, they have a literature excerpt, which I like. I also love how it said it prevents reoccurrence of the condition, but when you talk to Western medicine doctors, they'll tell you there's no way to stop it. It'll always come back. And they're like, actually, we studied it. So literature excerpt, according to Wei K. Zhong, I know I'm getting this wrong. I know I'm butchering this, and I'm so sorry. An orthodox manual of external diseases, Ye Yong, armpit Yong abscess, grows in the armpits without any change in skin color. It is characterized by a diffuse swelling without a head, accompanied by persistent pain. Subsequent symptoms include chills and fever. The abscess develops because of blood stagnation in the liver channel and qi congealing in the spleen channel. The lesion is difficult to disperse and pus will collect. Chai Hu King Tang or Bupleurum decoction for clearing the liver is recommended if the lesion has not ruptured. If rupture has already taken place, use Shi Quan Da Butang, perfect major supplementation decoction, modified by removing Raugui, Cortex, Cinnamomi, Cassiae, and adding Zhang Fu, Rhizoma, Cyperi, Rotundi. Man, these words. And Chen P. Pericardium, Citri reticulate. Incise the lesion if the condition is acute. Use warning and supplementing medications in the initial and late stages. Cold or cool medications are contraindicated. Yeah, and then it has all the references, which I told you earlier, are from as far back in 1994, which is amazing. I wish I had the page with the internal treatment, but I will ask her about it when I see her. So I am going to do another video that will detail my herbal formula, what is in it. This is the third one. I lost the second one, as I said before, and what it's supposed to do. So I hope that this was helpful. Yeah, in the description box, that's what I was talking about. In the description box, I will put the words that I read.